Hello Kitty asked me to celebrate her birthday by creating her birthday cake. A cake decorated with mini peanut butter cupcake decorations, Tiny Chum cookies, and Hello Kitty cookie cake toppers. Hello you, it's me, Rox of Rockstar Bakes. If you're new here, my passion is helping you make sweet treats. Because adults need cute things too. I knew I needed to bring her a really special cake. This one was inspired by art her team sent over. See? It's right here. I'm a lifelong fan. When I was little, my cousins, actually even when I wasn't little, would take me to the Sanrio store once a year to pick up a planner and pens for school. Really special, Hello Kitty and friends, and my cousins were always there for me. I'll share all the details of the Sanrio Hello Kitty project on my blog posts. Links below. Let's get into it and start with making that cake. I'm starting with my vanilla cake batter because this video is more about the decorating. I have a full video specifically dedicated to vanilla and confetti sprinkle cake. Add 1/3 cup of Rainbow Jimmy sprinkles that have been floured with a tablespoon of flour. This will help the sprinkles evenly disperse and not sink all to the bottom. Distribute into 3 lined 5-inch cake pans that are not greased. This is so the cake batter can crawl up the sides while baking. 4 pans work too. Spread the batter and bang to knock out any huge air bubbles. Here are the cakes that I baked according to the recipe. Once cakes are cooled, I level them. I got pretty excited while making this video, so I didn't wait to remove them from the cake pan first. Bright sprinkle jimmies. Ta-da! Confetti sprinkle cake. Now let's assemble. Adhere your first cake to a cake board with your favorite pink frosting. I suggest my Swiss meringue buttercream. I fill between the cake layers with the ice cream scoop because I like the quick and easy distribution. I add the next layer. I like to use a level to get an extra leveled cake, but it's not required. I found it makes it easier to frost later though. And it's hard to see here, but I check the cake from the sides to make sure it's even from the sides as well. I use pink frosting because it's so Hello Kitty. Crumb the cake to lock in the moisture and any crumbs. Refrigerate for 15 minutes if you have time. To frost, I just add a bunch of buttercream and slowly remove the excess with a cake scraper to get a tight frosting. I don't get too detailed here. I'm working on a How to Build a Tall Cake 101. Keep in the fridge while preparing the other decorations. The decorations are a German shortbread cookie that are so crumbly, melt in your mouth, and subtly sweet. We're creating Hello Kitty, Tiny Chum, and colorful balloons. Let's get into this. Line 2 baking sheets with parchment paper. It's where we're gonna place the cookies. In a large bowl, using a hand mixer or stand mixer, cream the butter and confectioner's sugar until pale and fluffy. That takes about 5 minutes. Start on low and slowly increase to high with a stand mixer. With a KitchenAid mixer, slowly increase up to 8. Here's what the creamed butter mixture looks like. Add the sifted potato starch and cake flour in the butter sugar mixture. Occasionally scrape down the sides. This will get to a crumbly state. You can stop here. At the crumbly stage, mix with a spatula until the dough comes together. Be patient. When I first made this, I thought, this is never gonna come together. As it starts to come together, it looks like this. And then keep going until it looks like this. This is where you want it at. I keep the dough in plastic wrap so it doesn't dry. Here are all the colors. I tint each portion of dough with food coloring and knead until the coloring is evenly incorporated. Remember, it's easier to add than remove color. I think food color paste is great because it's concentrated and doesn't make the dough too wet. I start with Hello Kitty's hands. Place parchment paper on top of the template. I make little balls with white dough and use the back of a brush or my fingers to make indents. Here's what Hello Kitty's hands end up looking like. Cover with saran wrap to keep these moist. Please try not to feel intimidated by her face. It's actually surprisingly easy. Maybe it's because her face feels so familiar. She's watching over me. For Hello Kitty's face, I switched templates. Place down 2 cake pop sticks. This will help anchor the cookies when we stick it into the cake. I don't anchor the back of the sticks, but didn't worry about it because Hello Kitty's face is going to be supported by candy. You'll see in a bit. For her ears, I create 2 dough triangle pieces. Attach the ears by pressing the wider portion to the top of the oval. Blend the batter with your fingers to make sure the ears and face are seamless. Ta-da! And of course, Hello Kitty is not going to the party without her bow. I'm not actually wearing a bow. It's like my scrunchie. Just kidding, I'm not wearing one. I thought it would be so cute to make a bigger version of the bow because it'd be like her version of a party hat. You know, like at a party. On the parchment and template where Hello Kitty's bow will go, place some dough down so there's something for the bow to lean on. This will help keep the form of the bow while baking. Form 2 large pink triangles with soft corners and place. Form 2 small flat pink circles in place. Form a larger pink flat circle to hold the bow together. I use a knife to transfer the bow to her head. If it doesn't attach, add a little water using a food-only brush. To make Hello Kitty's eyes and nose, make a small yellow oval and place on the parchment. Make 2 small black lines. Curve the lines and place over the parchment. Then I flip and place it on top of the plain face, press down and peel away once adhered. If you're having a tough time with this part, no problem. Just bake the cookie and use some candy melts to make her eyes and nose. Back to the cookie. Wrap everything in cling wrap and refrigerate for at least half an hour. Remove plastic wrap and bake Hello Kitty's face and hands for 30 minutes at preheated 250 degrees Fahrenheit. For the rainbow balloons, because these are taller and further from the cake, I do a little more to reinforce the lollipop sticks. Even with this reinforcement, the cookie is delicate, so be careful. For each balloon, place a little piece of dough at the center of the template. Press the stick into the dough. Then add the tied up portion of the balloon to the stick. Then form the balloon shape. Each balloon weighs about 30 grams. Add a glare and white. These are optional, but I think it makes it more kawaii. Wrap everything in plastic wrap and refrigerate for at least half an hour. Remove plastic wrap and bake for 25 minutes at a preheated 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Wrap everything in the fridge. Whoa, don't wrap everything in the fridge.